you. Welcome back to the Choose Joy podcast. I am so excited that we're continuing in the month of January with all of my friends talking about your favorite Bible story and something that you love going into 2022. Hey, you want to tell us who you are?
Beatty.
Beatty. What's your last name?
DeMars.
DeMars. Do you know Rhett?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Rhett's your brother. I think he was just on. I think he was just on this podcast not too long ago, right? So, Beatty, tell me. So, what grade are you in?
I'm in fourth grade.
Fourth grade. So, 2022. This is a new year. So, have you ever heard that saying, "New year, new you"? Have you heard that?
I've heard New Year.
New year, yeah, new year, not new you. And because you're fourth grade, you're not old anyway, right? So if we thought about a new year, what is something that, what's something that you think about like you would like to do in this new year, like 2022? If you could do anything, what would you want to do?
Squirrel hunt.
Squirrel hunting. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked your brother. So you love to go squirrel hunting?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you caught a squirrel? Shot a squirrel? I guess that's the right.
A couple.
So, what do you do with them then?
We give them to our friend.
Give them to your friend. That's so nice. Have you ever eaten one?
No, ma'am.
No. Would you ever eat a squirrel?
I'd try it.
You try it? How about, what's your favorite subject? What's your favorite subject in school? What do you like best?
Probably math.
Oh, good. Good for you. Math. So you feel like you're good in math? Mm-hmm. That's good. Tell me about your favorite Bible story. You got a favorite Bible story?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I really like Paul and Silas in prison.
Oh, that's a good one. Way to go, Beatty. So Paul and Silas in prison. Do you remember why they were in prison?
No.
Nope, they were in prison because they had been telling people about Jesus, right? And so they were in prison, but something pretty exciting happened when they were in prison. Yeah,
God sent the earthquake.
Yeah.
And then the doors were opened, and then the jailer was about to kill himself, but Paul and Silas shouted, "Don't harm yourself," and then he knew God sent that earthquake, and it was a miracle that all the prisoners stayed there. Yes,
the prisoners did not move, did they? Mm-hmm. And so they were freed. Paul and Silas were freed. The prisoners didn't move from the jail. The jailer was pretty scared because that's a big deal, right? The prison guard to guard over the prisoners, and he knew that
he would have been in big trouble.
And so, but Paul and Silas said, "Don't harm yourself," right? Mm-hmm. And he didn't. But then you know what the best news about that jailer was?
They went back to the house and all of his family members got baptized.
Yeah, way to go, Beatty. Where'd you hear that story?
Doing my reading, and it just popped up in my reading book, and I read about it.
Way to go. So in your daily devotional, your daily reading time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it popped up, and you read about it. And so, way to go. You think that's important to read your Bible every day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. And pray. That's important, right?
Yes,
so that's important for all of us, right? Reading our Bible and praying because you never know what story you're going to read in the Bible, right? I think there's probably very few people that have read the Bible all the way through, or maybe if they have, still we can always learn something new from that story, right? Or from the Bible. We can always learn something new from the Bible. So do you love to hear that story over and over about the Paul and Silas?
Yes, ma'am.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? Because we can learn something from it every time. That God is faithful, that God is going to answer prayer, right? Mm-hmm. And that God has a plan for everything, and that and for that jailer to see God move in such a way that he believed in God, and so he asked Jesus into his life, and his whole entire family did, and they were baptized. So that was a huge, just because Paul and Silas were obedient, right? They were obedient to tell other people about Jesus. And so that's what we're to do, right? So whether we're at school or in our neighborhood or on the baseball field, because I know you like to play baseball too, right? Or squirrel hunting, we are to tell other people about Jesus, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So way to go. Thanks, Beatty. Thanks for being on. Good way to go. Good listening.
Thank
and
you.
Good reading your Bible.
Thank you.
So good manners. So this week we are going to close out. Every week we close out the podcast by, you know what we say? We are going to choose joy.
Love others and do good.
Way to go. I don't need to say it. You did a great job. Thanks, Beatty. See you next time.
See ya.